One of the best parts about my job is that it's so variable. We get to do so many different things on a daily basis. A lot of our time is spent in the field, outdoors, exploring, and that's certainly my favorite part of being a paleontologist. But I also work in a museum and a university, so we're teaching students and training the next generation of researchers and engaging with the public and trying to get them excited about science and pursuing science as a career. One of the things we're really interested in my program is exploring how climate change during Earth's history affected dinosaur evolution. People don't often think about dinosaurs in that way, but they survived many mass extinction events in Earth's history, and they lived through many intervals of extreme climate change on Earth. And as the dominant animals around on land at the time, their survival and their evolution has a lot to teach us about how animals on our planet can adapt to a changing climate. So we focus a lot of our field research on areas across the American West and in Asia, places like Mongolia and Thailand, trying to understand how global warming and sea level rise in the past affected dinosaurs during their evolution. Dinosaurs, lived through many of the same challenges that humanity faces today. Things like global warming, sea level rise, habitat fragmentation, biodiversity loss, extinction. And the ecosystems at the time sort of adapted and sometimes suffered through and then rebounded through these kinds of changes. And so by studying how those changes affected ecosystems back, say, in the Cretaceous, when we had one of the hottest intervals in Earth's history. Earth was so hot that the poles had basically temperate rainforests at them. We can better understand how these changes impact ancient ecosystems and use that information, that knowledge, that's power to help us prepare for our own future. Well, the Cretaceous was basically the high point of dinosaur biodiversity, right? This is the time when there are many famous dinosaurs known by people, things like Triceratops and T-Rex, of course, but the earlier stages of the late Cretaceous, it's kind of a black box in dinosaur evolution. We don't really know that much about the types of dinosaurs that were living there. And so that's one of the reasons that I'm very focused on doing field work at the beginning of the late Cretaceous. So this is about, 20 to 30 million years before famous animals like T-Rex were wandering around. And we're out there looking for the new dinosaurs to help us understand what those ecosystems look like and teach us a little bit about what, say, life was like here in North America 100 to 80 million years ago, when we know very, very little about the incredible dinosaurs that once lived in our own backyards. We've been working in the American West for a couple decades. We work primarily in New Mexico, in Utah, and in Montana. And a lot of our newest discoveries have been focused on an area in central Utah known as the Mustn't Touch It. And we've been searching these rocks for new dinosaurs for over a decade, and we have about 6 to 8 new dinosaur species, one of which was just named a couple months ago, Photna. It's a small plant-eating dinosaur that lived underground. But every year or two, we end up coming around and naming one of the dinosaurs that we've been working on and excavating in that area. Paleontologists still find dinosaurs by walking around, looking at the ground. There's no efficient, high-tech way to find a dinosaur fossil that's better than a paleontologist's trained eyes. So when we target field areas, we usually do that in the summer months in the northern hemisphere because there's no snow on the ground and you can be outside for long periods of time. Field work in any science is, there's this discovery element, which is what drives us to do what we do, but that discovery comes with the unknown. And, a lot of what we do, it sounds romantic, but it's very, very hard, dirty work in hot places, in remote areas with no running water and no facilities. But we love what we do. You're out there, you never know what you're going to find. You're going to walk around a hill and make some incredible discovery, or you might walk around for 3 weeks and find absolutely nothing. But that's part of the process of what makes discovery so exciting, is just the unknown. The biggest misconception out there about dinosaurs is that they're extinct. And that's a real shame, because we all love dinosaurs, and the recognition that one group of dinosaurs survived that extinction event at the end of the Cretaceous, and today we call them birds, is such a cool fact that more people need to be made aware of so they can see that they can still go out and watch living dinosaurs even in their own backyards today.